Tacticool currently stands as the definitive benchmark for isometric shooters by integrating a level of environmental interaction rarely seen on mobile platforms. The engine's primary strength is its physics-driven gameplay, where cars can be used to run over enemies and buildings can be completely leveled mid-combat. With a roster of 30 customizable operators and over 70 weapons, the tactical variety is nearly limitless for those seeking short, 3-minute bursts of high-intensity action. The third-person isometric view provides a unique perspective that differentiates it from the saturated market of first-person clones. However, the game has faced significant criticism from long-term players regarding its aggressive pay-to-win monetization, which can create a steep barrier for those who do not spend real money. Despite these economic frustrations, the core mechanics remain incredibly fluid, offering ragdoll physics and a chaotic anything-goes atmosphere. High-end devices will appreciate the cinematic color grading and smoke particles that elevate the visual experience to console levels. The community remains active through regular seasonal updates and collaborative events, such as the high-profile Payday crossover. It is a technical marvel that demonstrates what modern mobile hardware can achieve when developers prioritize interaction over static backgrounds. Ultimately, if one desires a game where tactical skill and creative environmental use are rewarded, this title is the undisputed leader. Blackstrike is an offline FPS powerhouse built around long, wide story missions that provide a cinematic campaign-style flow. The game keeps the experience dynamic by shifting between intense close-quarters gunfights, precision sniping, and vehicle-heavy sequences involving tanks and helicopters. Players can choose a stealthy route or call in air support to launch missiles from drones when the mission objective demands overwhelming force. The weapon customization system is deep, allowing for a wide range of attachments and loadouts to shape one's personal playstyle. In addition to the main campaign, a dedicated zombie mode offers a survival gauntlet where resource management is the only key to staying alive. Visually, the game delivers console-quality graphics that bring its varied locations to life with high-fidelity textures and lighting. A notable pro is that the entire experience is playable offline, making it a perfect companion for travel or areas with poor connectivity. While the file size is significant at over 500 megabytes, the variety and quality of the content justify the storage requirement. It is designed for players who want a focused, single-player military experience without the distractions of online lobbies. This title is a strong contender for the best offline shooter of the year. Sky on Fire 1940 is a breathtaking achievement in independent development, offering an airfoil-based flight simulator that rivals PC-level realism on a mobile device. The game focuses on the early years of World War II, allowing players to pilot legendary aircraft like the Spitfire and Bf-109 with a level of physics detail that factors in realistic drag and lift. A standout feature is the multi-crew system, where one can switch between piloting the plane and manning the rear gunner station to ward off interceptors. The mission editor is incredibly robust, granting players the freedom to design massive battles with dozens of aircraft or focused 1v1 dogfights. While the low-poly art style might seem simple at first, it allows the game to maintain a high frame rate even during complex aerial maneuvers. One common complaint is the steep learning curve and the lack of American or Soviet planes in the current build. However, the total absence of ads and the dedicated modding community make it a premium-feeling experience for simulation enthusiasts. The developer, a solo student, has meticulously rebuilt the engine over several years to ensure long-term stability and realism. It is arguably the most authentic aviation experience currently available in the mobile market. This title proves that a focus on mechanics over flashy graphics can create an enduring and respected simulator. Misguided Remastered is a third-person action horror game that immerses the player in a world heavily influenced by Indonesian folklore and Asian horror culture. You play as Sylvia, a girl trapped in a mystical otherworld nightmare, searching for her missing best friend while armed only with an axe or knife. This remastered edition features improved lighting and refined gameplay mechanics, creating a truly haunting and tense atmosphere. A major pro is the non-linear storyline, where player choices lead to multiple different endings. However, the game is still largely in a demo phase, and many players have reported that the story can be confusing and the character development is lacking. The graphics and controls have been described as terrible by some users, although others appreciate the PS Vita era aesthetic. The game is a single-player experience that can be played completely offline, which makes it a unique addition to the mobile horror space. While it may not have the polish of a AAA title, its cultural uniqueness and chilling atmosphere provide a distinctive experience. It is a journey that faces your fears, but requires a degree of patience with its technical limitations. For horror aficionados, the authentic Indonesian setting is a rare find in the global market. Grand Mobile delivers a sprawling open-world role-playing experience that successfully captures the gritty atmosphere of modern Eastern Europe. The game acts as a true life simulator, allowing the player to start from scratch and choose a career path as a law-abiding businessman or a high-stakes criminal boss. The vehicle mechanics are a highlight, featuring dozens of cars, from budget models to elite supercars, all governed by a realistic driving simulator engine. While the game excels in its online multiplayer modes, its offline world is equally dense with activities like mining, firefighting, and truck driving. A significant pro is the sense of total freedom, but this comes at the cost of being a heavy drain on device battery and resources. Some players have noted that the drawing distance for cars can be inconsistent, occasionally causing sudden collisions at high speeds. Despite these minor bugs, it remains one of the most comprehensive GTA-style experiences for Android users. The game's economy and society are largely shaped by player interactions, adding a layer of depth that is rare in the mobile RPG space. For anyone seeking a virtual life with limitless possibilities and a variety of vehicles to master, this is an essential download. It captures a specific cultural aesthetic that sets it apart from more generic Western city builders.
Megapane is a high-octane tribute to the 90s arena shooter era, offering a fast-paced, retro experience that emphasizes skill and reflexes over flashy modern gimmicks. The game features a story-driven campaign where the player returns to a post-apocalyptic Earth to investigate if it is safe for humanity's return. With over 10 types of unique monsters and giant bosses, the chaotic battles often involve overwhelming hordes that fill the screen. The massive weapon arsenal includes everything from traditional pistols to plasma cannons, encouraging diverse tactical approaches to survival. An authentic retro style is maintained through angular 3D graphics and a heavy rock soundtrack that heightens the adrenaline of every encounter. One major pro is the lack of pay-to-win mechanics, ensuring that victory is always a result of player ability.
With their nails done. New shell type available.